Hello, fellow trading and investing fanatics. Today, we're going to talk about the state of SPACs and how it has been really underperforming the general stock market indices. So we're going to head over and look at the SPAC index. So we have been in a downtrend for quite a while since the February pullback, and it hasn't recovered. And any high growth stock or SPAC has been hit really hard, right? If you look at some of the high flyers like DKNG, they used to fly high and now it's in a deep correction. We can look at Skills, also kind of popular because of ARK Invest. Went from 10, now it's back to 15, right? We can look at Fubo, very popular. This one's nuts. 62-week high to the low is 14, right? So that's deep, very deep pullback. That's do it from the other way, from top to bottom, minus 47%, right? This is pretty wild. So this is a pretty sharp pullback for most of these SPACs. If you look at the other popular like BNGO, these are kind of popular within the community. So it has now pulled back to the 200-day moving average. Actually, BNGO is quite good from like a technical standpoint. And I think $4 might be a strong support. If you look at I go to the weekly, yeah. So there's some support here, and then you got the moving averages coming up. So this is actually a great spot that we might see the price hold. Me personally, I'm holding a couple of speculative ones like Nano Dimension. And so far, it's already underperforming, or already below all the moving averages. And I'm holding this, by the way. I bought it around 650 and now it's back to 650, but the thing is I have sold covered calls for it, so my cost basis is 343. However, I wanted to add a new position and I saw a cash secure put for 750 for 80-cent premium. I believe it's down underwater right now, but that's okay. So we'll see what happens. Earnings is coming up. I think doesn't matter where as long as it closes. I think it's gonna close below 750, so I won't. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get assigned this time, but you never know, right? That if the earnings are really good or they announce some surprise, then maybe I might see it above 750. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna get assigned, which I'm okay with. So everything is pulling back, so I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna sell more covered calls to earn some premium, while waiting for the market to consolidate and finally pull, maybe to have a breakout sometime in the future. Now, if you look at some of the indices, they are all really strong right now. For example, looking at financials, big uptrend, right? Industrials uptrend as well. Same with the materials, giant uptrend, still above the 20-day moving average. So if you're in any of these stocks, you'll be doing really well right now. Consumer, right? Healthcare is doing well. Real estate is pulling back, doing a little bull flag. Utilities, well, you didn't invest in it for equity growth, right? It's mostly for dividends. Energy sector, also kind of weak. If you look at the downtrend of the oil, it took them from after the March crash, you're looking at something like 6-month correction before it makes a new trend, right? So it could totally happen for the growth stocks, right? Let's see, consumer staples an uptrend. Technology, well, that's the QQQ. Look at that. Okay, telecommunications an uptrend as well. If you look at jets, it's actually now at the resistance zone, came down a little bit. Gaming is also doing pretty well. Solar pulling back a little bit after a giant run. Semiconductor chopping around now. Video games, esports also pulling back now. ARKG, pretty steep correction, I would say. For index, 37% down. It's not too bad actually. I think it's just when things are going well, people will like jump in, right? But when things starts kind of looks really bad, they pull out. But if you just hold, look, they just made a giant run. This is like a 300% run, I think. Yeah, 385 from the high. Yeah, almost 400%. It's pretty wild. Look at online retail, also pulling back now. It's a little bit weak. Yeah, so if you look at most of the other sectors, they're all doing well, but specs are not. So if you only hold specs like me or high growth stocks, obviously your account's not going to do too well. And you can tell just from my account that I have been chopping around, bleeding a little bit, but mainly trying to protect whatever gains that I have. And then I'm just waiting for the specs to recover. And then whenever that happens, then, you know, we'll potentially, well, at least I potentially would like to see it go up even more from where we are now. So yeah, it's just have to be patient, right? So this is not something that is going to be easy. I don't think trading or investing in these growth stocks is going to be any easy. So I'm going to stop it here now. The video is a bit long, but I've gone through most of the indexes. Hopefully you guys are doing well as well, and I will see you guys next time, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.